Mm-hmm. That's all I'm telling you. Oh, shit.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough.
Yeah.
Opened in 2002. It's Gillette Stadium. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2.
What'd you say? Oh, this nigga
Chooses to
ran it
bring
out.
this one out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. He's going to
Mm.
begin with an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Long man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
That's complete to Zach Ertz. That one hits for 30. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Getting out to his left. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
No, I'm not just.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
That was crazy.
Why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just proved it. No thinking, just doing.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Changing it up here, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Come on, man. I'm right there.
Down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st down from the red zone.
Mm.
There, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. They bring their tight end left. Jackson has it. 3rd and goal. Escapes his...
Thank you.
From the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here.
I couldn't get through that.
For no gain. Christian Barmore with the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. He finds space for a few yards that time. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a New England 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Lawrence now off the play action. Pass taken in by Lockett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now Lawrence on the play fake. And this time they're going to get there and drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down.
Oh.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain.
Oh, he dropped that bit.
Jones will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he has the New England touchdown. So So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots one up the opposing
You gotta
field
get a
goal. They
pick.
start with 7 on their opening
Pick
drive.
6.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now it's Lamar. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left.
Oh, that's weak as hell. That's so weak. That's so weak.
The Seahawks just 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a
I should have
boot
let the
and a go
computer do it.
touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8.
Oh, you bogus for not blocking him,
Gets
though.
it out to the 32.
Good. On defense. Now you talking about on defense.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Jones wants more. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third and just 2 to go.
I can't hike the ball. What's up?
Man in motion wasn't set
That's
in
so
time.
weak.
Just
I'm
couldn't get a snap
fucking
away
pressing
quick
the
like
shit
Brock expected.
out of X.
Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots with some work to do, trailing in this game. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They send the tight end in motion. First and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh my God, he threw that bitch so bogus.
That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Get the fuck. He got the step on him. Like, come on, man. Come on now.
And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Xavier Gipson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going and More importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw, Lawrence. Forced, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Lamar out of the pistol. Avoid some trouble there. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Second and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Jones reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 30. And they send a man in motion. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Jones. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Lawrence looking to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Hey, Ron! 11. Let's get Theo, let's go!
A final throw before the break. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots narrow the lead entering halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion! That's it, keep it rolling! Go!
Back to throw, here's Lawrence. McBride hauls it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a New England first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First and 10, here's Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second down carry for Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Take right open. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Offense in the hurry up here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They've got a man in motion. Here's Jones. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
They give to Dobbins to start the third. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. That's complete to Dobbins. Has some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. kick the running back in motion. Pistol snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Decent gain here, but short of the first. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of
Hey,
traffic in the
Jamil.
middle right there. He ran right
This
into some
nigga stalling the
gridlock.
clock
Could
with
only
5
manage a
minutes
few
left in the
yards at
game.
most.
Great.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29.
Oh, he right there. He got to catch that. Let that have been me. They would have let that nigga intercept that shit.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, Jackson. He intercepts it. That is exactly
Move,
what he
nigga.
did.
Oh, this nigga got out of my way.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a 31-yard play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed to Lockett. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a New England first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence.
Get the...
Oh, brother, it's another interception.
Come on, man. How he jumped the pass and he's behind him?
And it's a pick
Oh,
six as he
that's
runs it in for the
come on,
touchdown.
man.
Thrown at the dig
That's
where linebackers
crazy.
come into play in coverage. Pocket
That's a
straight up in the
linebacker at
trenches.
that though.
Takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Gibson now to return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback that fade the pressure, but they get that first down anyway.
First down throw, Lawrence. Cut by Lockett. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll run here with Jones. Gets in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10. Trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. From his own end zone, here we go. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting the the football's loose. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They go play fake with Jackson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked by T.J. Edwards.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Think right.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Has a hole left, room to run. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That's completed right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. To throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now to throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, He does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Looking to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Forced out to his right. Trying to push it deep. He's got it deep downfield. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going with Dobbins here. At the 20. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Now it's Lawrence. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Wide open, downfield. Got it! And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's keeping it again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they can be